What a day, what a day. We're just now packing the tuk-tuk. We are currently 200 meters from the border with Bolivia. We literally crossed to Peru, put the flag on, got the little hotel abode, and now we're just getting ready to head off again. So
at this moment, I noticed this isn't how we left the tuk-tuk.
there's all these cat prints in the back, and I'm seeing this now. They just jumped in the tuk and hooked into a bit of food. Not a big deal.
If you're just tuning in, we're now so grateful to finally fly this flag after numerous failed attempts to enter the 6th country on our 23-country route from Argentina to Alaska on 3 wheels.
Alrighty then, your turn now, eh? Excited for some adventures?
In the last episode, this is where the tuk-tuk sat while we went by bus to enjoy Cusco's Inca New Year Festival and Rainbow Mountain.
Place.
After collecting the most important piece of cargo and getting advice on our route ahead, we set off back towards the border to the tuk-tuk taxi rank, where they'll know a lot more than me about the legal issues surrounding driving a tuk-tuk on Peru's highways.
¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, so that was the border. Amigos, ¿cómo estás?
If you remember a couple of episodes back, on my second failed attempt to leave Bolivia, the Peruvian official was denying my entry due to my endeavor to drive to Peru's capital city, Lima.
¿Quién es prohibitando? ¿La policía?
La policía de tránsito.
He explained that the police enforce a law due to the dangerous and slow nature of the vehicle that prohibits all tuk-tuks, in quote, a circular en las carreteras nacionales. And if I was found, que van a quitar tu vehículo. This news honestly frightened me because the main reason we have to get to Lima is I'm told the best tuk-tuk mechanics in all of South America are there and can modify my tuk-tuk to be safer.
Y mi vehículo.
¿Quiere vender? ¿Quiere vender?
No.
¿Quiere viajar para Lima?
Everyone's busy. Sorry,
Su
boys.
licencia,
¿Sí?
su licencia de conducir, tarjeta de propiedad del vehículo, SOAT, tienes que pagar.
Ah, so what? ¿Y con documentos ya está?
Tarjeta de propiedad del vehículo.
Bien, entonces. They get in business. Look at them.
And that right there is good enough for me.
Gracias. Provecho.
¿Quiere gastar?
Ah, pero es alcohol?
No, de fresco.
Ah, ¿en serio?
Sérvete.
Carambas.
Sérvete, amigo.
Un poco, gracias. De Inca Cola con los amigos, gracias. Salud.
¿De qué nacionalidad?
Es bueno. Soy de Australia.
Australia.
Documentando un viaje con la perita en el vehículo. Sí.
Hay que pagar SOAT.
So what? Nada más.
No está el joven, no está gobierno de la ciudad.
The guy that works the so what insurance, he's not there, so we're going in the city instead. Yeah, if I don't have it at a police stop, they can give me a fine and then it's just a big issue. So it's better to have this third-party insurance. I had to have one in Bolivia. I got it. Actually, the company that gave me the vehicle organized all this for me, so that was really easy. But look at this big boy. What you say, Miss Potts? That's the Peruvian setup. They don't really come doorless. I really love this doorless look, but they have like brake lights above, everything. Doors. Pretty cool. Different setup. It's just nice to see tuk-tuks. It's nice to know as well, there's mechanics around here that just know how to work on my vehicle. I've never really had that this whole entire adventure, other than really in Bolivia, but even in Bolivia there's only a handful of cities that even have tuk-tuks, and then apart from that, you're working with motorcycle mechanics if you need something bigger than what I can figure out myself. So yeah, look at that. Peru, ladies and gentlemen. That's the border. Like, it's funny that we came back, but now we're going. So we've got our route ahead. We're going straight to the coast via Tacna. We're not going to get there today. It's going to take a couple of episodes. It's just a long drive. I'm predicting it's going to take us like a comfortable 7 to 10, maybe even 12 days to get to the capital of Peru. But we're then going to quite efficiently find a place that can start working on my vehicle so that I can get out of the capital city as soon as possible with the modifications I'm going to be making. So, nice. Here we go then. Let's get it on. So driving away from the border there, it's so nice to be in Peru legally, 100%, and ready to explore this country. So, depending on who you ask, the reason I didn't get let into Peru last time was they said that you can't enter Peru because you can't drive on the highways, and where you're going is you're gonna have to use the highways. And then the couple of people I'm asking there, it's just, no problem if you got your documents. In all the countries we've been in, it's kind of drive the highway at your own risk. Chile, Uruguay, Brazil, these are more stricter countries, zero issues, right? So in Peru, because they've got so many motor taxis. I believe they've had so many accidents on the highway. There was some people saying there's just a blanket rule saying it's just illegal to drive in Peru on 3 wheels. We're gonna try to avoid the police control points as much as we can. So that's gonna be this whole entire journey of Peru, being as safe as possible, as stealthy as possible to get it done. Get this tuk-tuk modified in and out of Peru. How good's that? So I think it's even more crucial than ever for me to know exactly the town I've come from and exactly the town that I'm going to. For me to just say, seeing a friend in the next town over. I've just come from that town, had a nice lunch, going, that's it, you know? Just never say to them blatantly, I'm trying to drive 1,000 kilometers through your country on highway, right? So we'll see how we go. But that's the intro done. We'll get into it now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't really know what this is. Looks like a lighthouse of some sort. There's police up ahead here. But we're coming to the plaza to get some maybe breakfast and also to get a SOAT sorted. So these are transport inspectors over my left shoulder. Kind of type of people I want to avoid, I believe. SOAT necesito comprar por mi vehículo.
¿Cómo?
SOAT.
SOAT.
Ajá.
No, acá no hay.
¿No hay? No puedo pagar. Necesito pagar con efectivo. ¿Cómo estás? Perdón. Estoy buscando un SOAT. En la frontera, la joven que está vendiendo no está. Ya recién estoy cruzando la frontera.
Tienes que ir para Puno, en Puno vas a encontrar
En
eso.
Puno. Pero es que no quiero viajar tan lejos sin un SOAT.
¿Hasta dónde vas a viajar?
No, por aquí.
Por aquí.
Ajá.
No, y la vez pasada buscar.
Golly. Why is it so difficult? Where they're telling me to drive is not the route I'm trying to take. They're trying to tell me to go all the way to Puno, and I'm sure as hell I would find a police control point before I find a SOAT seller in Puno. I don't really know what much of that is actually. There's always like some football on the TV, highlights, even news channel. ¿Cómo estás?
Fricase y chicharrón.
Fricase.
Fricase.
Una de eso, gracias.
Ya, ya. Fricase, ¿no?
Muchas gracias.
And a big Virgin Mary there as well.
Cool. Little humble restaurant. Check it out, hey. Freaking huge bowl of fricassee. I've only ever had this once in Bolivia, so never in this portion though. This is awesome. Man, this is good. It's huge. That is how you leave a bowl of Peruvian feed. That's gorgeous. That was delicious. My mouth is on fire, but it's helping me recover from this bit of a cold I got. So now we'll get out on the road. Es lo más rico fricassé de mi vida. Gracias. Right, so we tried to get the SOAT thing sorted because I think my plate number has a different amount of letters and numbers to what it is in Peru here. It doesn't let it submit, so the border staff are just like, go without this third-party insurance, man. They won't even ask you for it. Heading out into the adventure with the Peruvian vehicle themselves, the legendary motor taxis. Looking alive now, Miss Potts. It's crazy to hear the one border staff saying I couldn't enter the country because that vehicle isn't allowed on the highways, and then that border staff there, me asking literally, will I have problems going to Lima? And him saying, no problem, you've got all your paperwork sorted. Like, what the heck? How can two border officials have so polarizing, like, just opinions? I guess it's not facts. We just got to get lucky with the police, I think. Man, Patty, it's been a while since I've seen a tuk-tuk get put on its side. Like, that's what I mean. We got some mechanics around us that can fix our vehicle if we need. But yeah, we're heading out of the town now. Right, it's saying Playas de Chatuma. So Patty's been cooped up. What better way to let her out? Maybe right now. What do you say, Miss Butts? as we drive to, they call it it's gonna be the beach, but we're still so far inland, it's the beach of the lake. So, hey, I'm gonna run down, we'll take your jacket off, take your harness off, let you run free. Break. We've already been dealing with bureaucracy, more insurance documents, whatever. Get out there. Have the best time, Miss Parts. She loves it, eh?
Look how gorgeous this whole thing is. This is just insane. Vamos patino, come, vamos. Like, even that's an abandoned house. That's really cool. Really cool. There's a couple of like wharfs, boats. We'll go check it out. Get a bit closer, but yeah, a lot of farm work going on as well. A lot of farmland. I believe these are potatoes. I'd love someone to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the purple flowers is a potato farm. So there's a lot out there.
Yeah, leave. Vamos, come. Pati, come, vamos. See. Ciao. Whoa, that was a cave. We're gonna come back the same way, obviously, to check it out, but yeah, this is enough for us, I think. That is a cave. Just while there's people there, I'll leave them to it. Let Patty check out the beach. I love this little setup. Look at that. Grab the hat. Yeehaw! Wow! Still these cliff sides of the mountains that are lining Lake Titicaca, lado peruano. Vamos, mis Pots. What are you saying? Patty's got zoomies. You love sand, don't you? Free. Yes, on Miss Pots. Nice. Crystal clear lake. You can see the garbage that's in it, unfortunately. It's so clear. Then what's this cave saying, Miss Parts? Oh. Well, it goes around the corner. It's a bunch of rubbish. What the heck? It's almost like someone organized a party here. They used all the same like plastic plates and they just left it in a pile. Holy shit. What a disgusting cave, man. It just goes to there. Yeah, you can see it. I think this is the first time we've been in a cave together though, Miss Pats. Quite interesting. Wasn't expecting that on the day. Wow. Just a lot of glass. Be careful, please. And in front of the cave, this is the first ever Latin American outhouse I've ever seen. Just, I won't show you down the hole, but there is a hole, right? You just have to trust me on that.
Tanta ira no me reconocí, cuántas canciones escribo para ti, melodías que compuse ya no sirven más aquí. Ya rompí las cadenas del amor, el hechizo que pusiste en movimiento. Oye cabrón, pase blanco, que prefiero olvidarlo. Me liberé de toda tu maldición, baby.
Now I'm getting on the big boy highway. So this here I believe is where tuk-tuks stop and where cars begin. So we're driving now. I have no plan for the day, right? Like I know the route that we're taking for the next few days. I know I'm not gonna get to that, to like the coast today. That's even like a 7-hour drive in a car. So that I'm talking probably a 14-15 hour drive in a tuk-tuk, right? These are the numbers that we're talking. We'll get as far as we can, more or less, when it gets a bit darker, or if we find a nice town. That's kind of how we work on this channel, right? We just, based on the vibes and how I'm feeling, we just go with the flow, and there's a lot of flexibility in it. So yeah, Peru's going pretty well so far. Just a lot of farmland, a lot more than there was in Bolivia. I'm again making comparisons. I just need to take it for face value. This is Peru. This is my first crack at a Peruvian fuel station. Wow. I'm pretty sure the fuel here is about 3 times the price of Bolivia's. ¿Cómo está, amigo? ¿Llenas bidones? Sí. Okay, genial, gracias. We're gonna try to put as much of this Bolivian fuel in the tank right now, and then I'll get the fuel container filled up with the Peruvian stuff. Sabes, in Bolivia hay un gran problema con llenando bidones. Yeah, in Bolivia this would have been a huge problem, as you can remember, but in Peru, you pay the price for it, but you get fuel whenever you need. How good. So you can even pay with card in Peru. Nice. It's these simplicities that I got so used to not having, and I love it. It just works, I guess. Gracias, señor. The reason why I was so shocked the first time I got to Peru was seeing the billboard of the price. I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way it's 15 soles per liter. Pero they do in gallons. Why do they count in gallons in a country that uses the metric system?
Changes everything.
It is adorable when they're crying on the airplane.
You're not gonna sync up together. You're in a...
So that there's a cement road behind me. This is what it means to take the safest route to the capital. And it's just instantly dirt and potholes. And that's why it's gonna take us several days to get to Lima, but that's fine. It's completely fine. ¿Puedo llegar a la otra carretera por aquí? ¿En este vehículo? ¿Todo bien? Gracias. They just saw a gringo pop his head out of a tuk-tuk and they couldn't believe it. Yeah, they're all good. They're laughing at me. Sí, con la perita. Sí, por Lima voy.
¿A dónde vas a ir?
De aquí hasta Lima.
¿A Lima vas a ir?
¿Y la policía va a tener problemas?
Si tienes papeles en regla, no.
Okay. Look at that. Más fe, me encanta. So Google Maps is saying we just signed up for 28 kilometers of this. Cool. What the frick? That's a beautiful color of water though. The motorbike coming, we'll go to cross. Happy days. But the road's just been torn up. It looks like, yeah, just no 3-wheel vehicles obviously travel this route. It's just cars, and even better, motorbikes that just have 2 wheels, front and back, and they can just pick the best path possible. Us, not so much. But it is what it is. Look at that. That's a sight for sore eyes. That is Peru, this part. Peruvian puppies. Oh, how adorable. I feel like I'm in a movie set right now. Where the nature is the paid actor. Very cool. This is traveling, man. Seeing what should probably be on the desktop screen of my freaking laptop when I open it. Like a little Windows screensaver. Seeing it with my own eyes. Holy gorgeous. Oh man, I hope the camera's showing it as much as I'm appreciating it. Oh wow. Oh, there's a motorcycle track right there. I probably might have to put 1 wheel on that. ¿Todo bien, señor? Sí. Sí. Es un vehículo casi loco, entonces quiero grabar. Sí. ¿Cómo es tu nombre, amigo?
Artemio.
Norteño.
Guay, Tacalani.
Un gusto.
Sí. Allá, de acá de frente vas, llegas Tancatanca, de ahí pista, agarras pista.
Sí.
Si es lejos todavía falta mucho.
Sí, yo sé.
Sí, sí. sí.
¿Voy a llegar?
Sí.
¿O es más feo?
No, ya llegas, ahí está, casi no me así.
Ok.
Después ya llegas, ya.
Sería buenísimo. Gracias, señor. Chao, chao, amigo. Ciao. Cool. I think we're going to stick to the right and then we'll go left. Alright, we're going alright. No, the phone just collapsed in the mud. And we got stuck and the camera, the phone's just going down with the wind.
Thanks for joining Patty and I on our first tuk-tuk driving day through Peru, where these back roads for now don't let us get very far, but they keep us out of police troubles. Join us next week where we battle all the elements at altitude, integrating more with the culture and truly seeing what this country's about. What a day, what a day.